Hello and welcome to another update video about Chainlink. We want to talk about the structure that we see here on the chart. I will explain to you first of all on the larger time frame, then on the smaller time frame, what's happening here, what indeed we are looking for, and in the white scenario, which is not really expected, we could still rally to new all-time highs. But first of all, we want to see if the price actually finds support before it breaks below this support region down here. I mean, for now, I'm still watching for higher overall. It's just clearly that this pullback is deeper than initially expected. So we had to make some adjustments about the larger time frame pattern here. Certainly the idea that we move up in a 5-wave move, that has not played out. However, there is still a chance for that was the microphone, for upside continuation, because the initial rally that we saw from the June 23 low, which ended here in March 24, that is indeed a 5-wave move. So, I mean, again, it's all probabilities, right? Just because I see a 5-wave move up, that does not guarantee that we go higher. Okay, it's not like this is exact science and it has to do it. To a degree, it's interpretive as well, but it's about probability. So the market should go higher. Yeah, the market should go higher. It has done that, but the problem is this is too short to be already our C wave, because in the yellow scenario, which is actually preferred, this could have been the A wave, which I assume it is. Pullback was ideally the B wave, which probably it's not, and then we would have seen a C wave up, but it failed to form 5 waves, and the C wave is always a 5-wave move. So I have to assume that the B wave that I assumed finished here in August, this is still unfolding. So that's the adjustment I've basically made. So it means we might need to retest the support area from August. In this case, A wave unchanged. The B wave is just a little delayed. A, B, C, or well, rather the completion of the B wave is delayed. And we could rally in a C wave, yeah, later. This is obviously a bit of a hopium count because the price had a chance already to rally, right? And it failed. So nevertheless, you know, there is still a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. There is a chance, but I would approach it with the right mindset. It's not a done deal, and I want to see an impulsive reaction to support, okay? So for now, the trend is down, clearly. So we will have to take a look at the microstructures in a minute. The trend is down. The price has reclaimed, though, the $14 level. I mean, the price broke briefly below that $14 level that I mentioned. Maybe I've made the change too early, but this is what I see right now on the chart. The price broke below previous support. Okay, we've reclaimed it. If it turns to the upside from here, I might have to go back to the previous count, which means the B wave bottomed already in August. Yeah, but based on what I see, this seems to be the most probable scenario. So let's go to the smaller time frame, actually. Let's go to the smaller time frame, because here we can see in detail if the price is still on track to go lower. I mean, all I'm doing here, I'm giving you resistance on the smaller time frame. Any break above resistance might be a hint that the bulls are trying to regain control. Okay, and that's what these wave counts give us. You know, they are not a crystal ball. They give us essentially support and resistance levels. It's quite simple. If support breaks, we have to adjust and watch the next support area, probably the larger degree typically. And if we break above resistance, it's an indication that the bulls are regaining control. That is a valid signal from the analysis. It doesn't mean the analysis is wrong if we break above resistance. It means the market has made a decision here and we have to switch to a different roadmap, okay, which will then allow us to focus directly on higher prices. So it's all about understanding the signals. That's what Elliott wave is for. Not necessarily trying to predict the future, even though it of course has predictive qualities, okay? But it's not a crystal ball, especially on the smallest time frames. It's not, where normal volatility is already high. But anyway, I would say the pressure based on this, yeah, and we track this as a C wave decline, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 in the making, wave 4, wave 5. Current assumption is that we are probably not yet in circle 4, but we are still within circle 3, at least based on what I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, could it be that we've already bottomed in circle 3? Yeah, possibly. But let's first see if we can get above initial resistance, which is between 1562 and 1635. A break above resistance alone does not make a bullish setup, but it will mean that the bulls are trying to regain control. And then when that happens, we're watching if the bulls can actually regain control, which would typically be confirmed in the first deeper pullback. If a higher low forms, then we can start to watch for higher again. So these are the signals I'm watching for. Overall in the sector, I mean, also if I'm looking at Bitcoin, it's very, very much oversold. I'm watching for upside reactions. In an environment like that, which is very much oversold, I would not be surprised if resistance levels break, but not every chart provides a long trade setup, okay? So at the moment, this here is, I think the pressure is still down. Nearest resistance, 1635. I mean, what would be resistance above? And we can add that to the chart. What would be resistance if we break above 1635? Well, then we have to rule out that we're in circle wave 4, which has resistance between $19.12 and actually between $17.59 and $20.80. This would be upper resistance. This would be resistance for circle wave 4 already. Okay. So yeah, but these resistance levels will need to be adjusted with the price. If we go lower more directly, then these will just be adjusted, shifted with the price like a trailing stop. So yeah, that means it should give you all the parameters. The next key support level is positioned around $11. But there is no sustained break below 14 yet, so we'll have to see how the price now reacts to resistance. It looks like the bulls might want to test resistance, so we'll see if the price reacts here. If not, then we've got the next levels to watch: 1759, 1912, 2079. What certainly shouldn't happen in a short-term bearish count, which is still overall bullish, however, what shouldn't happen in a short-term bearish count is a 5-wave move up. So if at any point we see a 5-wave move up that's large enough to break above resistance, that indicates the bulls make a comeback. So I think we're at a key spot. We have to pay close attention to microstructures. For now, the levels are very clear. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.